we hear about capabilities, competencies, hard skills, soft skills, 21st century skills, dispositions, qualities, traits. What does it all mean, and which is important and what's not?
Well, yes, education, of course, is full of terminology, and the terminology changes from decade to decade and country to country. So just to put it in context, why we went with general capabilities was largely because of the work on competencies that had been part of in the 90s, which were largely related to work skills. And so there was a desire to not confuse the two, yet we're talking fundamentally about the same kind of things. Soft skills is an interesting one. There's a paper that'll become available either tomorrow or over the weekend that I've written that's largely saying, I'm sick of people saying they hate the term, let's embrace the term soft skills, because actually they're malleable. They're the things that you change with context. That's why they're general, that's why we use that term general. They're not specific to a key learning area. But the other thing that's important to remember with these is the context changes. So, for example, if you're talking about critical thinking in the arts, and particularly in different subjects of the arts, is a different critical thinker. You need different insights, knowledge, and skills related to, say, being a critical thinker in mathematics. When you pare away everything else, you take away any long-standing traditional attraction to structure around subject areas, disciplinary subject areas, competencies, other things you need for life and work. You know, Guy Berger, who's the head accountant and also head of human resources with LinkedIn, which is one of the great, if not the great recruiting tool now, he says, you know, you need those hard skills, the technical skills. Yes, that gets you certain, you know, that shows certain capability, but the soft skills are the ones that actually get you the job. They're the ones that show that you can respond to the changing nature of the world. So they're not soft, as in weak. This is what our paper, I've written it with Sean from Washington ASCD, Sean Slade. We were sick of hearing people, you know, apologise for using the word soft skills. And what we're saying in the paper is, don't apologise. They're not soft because they're weak. They're soft because they're malleable. You're right, they're not new. They're newly important. So they are increasingly being seen as the competencies, the knowledge. So that knowledge is, you know, competencies, capabilities include knowledge. They're the knowledge, skills, values, attitudes, or dispositions, if you want to use that term, that you need to be able to survive in what at the OECD we call a VUCA world. It's a world that's volatile, unpredictable, complex, and ambiguous. One of the things that we've become very good at, we can tell, you know, we can report on the strengths of a person in geography, and sometimes that's by a mark. How well are we able to actually talk about their resilience, their ability to be innovative, to add value, to be responsive, to be responsible, to be respectful? We kind of put a lot of emphasis on the things that have, over many, you know, decades, over a century and more, that we've been able to mark and score, whereas there are these other things that are increasing in their value, and workplaces, parents, others, even schools are seeing that we actually need to be able to talk about these and be able to have some language to be able to assess progress. You would look at them and get ignited and think, this is how you make a rich curriculum, because these are fundamental things that we all need. And yes, the subjects are important. I'm not eschewing the importance of disciplines. They provide some guarantee, tradition. They put the media, at rest a little bit, but contextualise those with the competencies, because they actually are the things that we really want young people to acquire in life and to work. What they have done, they've progressed work which has led to the Japanese government. Now, just reflect on this.
Yep.
Here we're talking about a country that, as with Vietnam, as with particularly China, Korea, has a very strong Confucian background about study, about exams, about passing exams. You progress in life, work by doing well in exams and so on. So that's culturally embedded there. They've broken this in an interesting way. So young people entering into public universities, which are the most sought after universities in Japan, next year their schools must provide not only the exam results, which will be about a third of their profile, but a full profile of their competencies. So they out of many of the 36 countries that are involved in the Education 2030, they've embraced the competencies.
So with that, so that's standard for the nation?
Yes.
Okay. And what are some of those competencies?
They have three big areas, which they call under the category of zest for life. But they're areas about thinking, they're about problem solving, they're about positive, respectful relationships. I can't remember all of them. So there's three big categories, but then they go into elements of those. But as we know, exams only can show you a slice of capability. How do you assess a child's resilience through exam? Maybe if they give them a 3-hour exam and they last the distance. But to their credit, what the OECD has launched, the Education 2030 project. It's a great project to be involved in. So it's the 10th meeting. So we meet twice a year. We have since 2015. And who gathers there? Well, it's 36 countries. It started with only 7 countries, but others have come on because they've seen this is a wonderful opportunity for, as an individual country, having to deal with politics and local politics and media, that actually if they're part of a global movement, they might have a chance of pushing this stuff through. It meets over 3 days. There are 3 groups. One group are all the bureaucrats. So I meet with the 36 bureaucrats. I used to be one, so I do have some affection for them. But when they're in that room together and they lock off, so we work with the 3 come together at different points over the 3 days, but there are times when they meet separately. They moan about the restrictions on them, about how they have to be straitjacketed, about the kinds of things that they'd like to do and how they'd like to work with schools in a more bottom-up, if you like, or I don't know, it depends where you see the bottom on the top. And the other group, by the way, is school networks, innovative school networks. Japan's network's one of those, and there's others from around the world, plus social entrepreneurs, some of the wealthy individuals that actually want to throw money to see change happen in schools. And the other group is students, a student group. So we work over 3 days in developing the learning framework further, what we call the learning compass, for kids to be able to navigate their future. That's tremendous stuff. So I'm excited by that. I'm excited that there are countries taking it up, that are using it, that effectively are going to their ministers, their premiers, presidents, whatever, and effectively saying, OECD's running this, it's going to shift at some point where there's assessment tools being developed for their social and personal skills, developed critical thinking, problem solving, creative thinking. There are tools, assessments being developed. So there's a lot of emphasis happening there. So it is happening, but country by country gets picked off if it tries to do this on its own, because we have, a binary media. We have, a media that's very right-wing here, as well as one that's somewhat, plays in both camps. And so ministers are nervous. Their advisors, tell them to stick with what parents think that's, what school is. So it's, they have to be incredibly brave, Greg. They've got to be a Greg Whitby, to be frank, to actually progress this.